Hi everyone. You know what? This is a very different thing from the ones that you've seen before. You know that we started the Excellent Speak series basically to bring a little positivity all around. And recently, what has happened is we've been giving you these the boring framework and stuff like that. Zoom, we are disconnected, all that stuff. This is not going to be like that at all. And luckily for us, we are here at Camp Splendor, and we have the person who created Camp Splendor with us, and that episode 13 is going to be with him. So welcome to the show, and so you're looking very stylish.
Very sparkling personality.
Yeah. So this is Group
Ask
Captain.
me more.
So this is Group Captain Jayashankar, and we're going to ask you first question. How did you find a place like this? I mean, what did you do?
This is all, you must know, this is all part of Anamalai Hills, an extension of Western Ghats.
Yeah.
So we happened to travel this side to do some kayaking and water sports when we were in the airport earlier. And with that and the layout, you got all the three elements together. You got the hills, the woods, and the water beyond. So this combination worked actually. Then we decided, we had some programs here first. Because hike routes are nearby, water bodies nearby. And then we decided to install a campsite. We have done this together, a couple of
That's right.
team building sessions for groups.
Absolutely, and
in the
wonderful
past.
sessions
Yeah.
there, sir.
Yeah.
So much of learning that happens across this whole thing. Actually, Sonali also has been here for the second time, and she's done so many activities. I think you can tell about your experience in the water, and then ask the question.
I'm just loving the whole view and the whole ambience of the
So,
place.
thanks for being here.
It's just too perfect. I don't want to leave now. It's just too perfect. My question is a little depressing as compared to his. I wanted to know about the pandemic itself, which has affected so many industries across the world. Um, Considering you are in the hospitality industry, and you're doing things a little differently. You've moved away from the maddening crowd, and you're away from the city. How has it affected business for you?
I went in line with erecting the campsite, I went in line with according to our adventure tourism guidelines. Create a project which will offer sustainable livelihood around in a lesser known area. And so, we connected it to the village. Manpower is mostly from around. Food options, we have given it out to a couple of families here so that you create some livelihood around. So that's the model. So in that way, when the pandemic started off, you need to adapt to that
Adapt.
environment.
Okay.
So we scaled down staff. Those who were here, we were taking good care of them and reschedule the whole pattern. So kind of this year, in any case, through this thing, it is more important to stay alive.
I think so.
So
too.
that
I
is a
think-
methodology, being alive.
Actually, sir, we have done all of those survival exercises here. We have taught people, given them skills. Especially the younger generation has come here quite a bit. So, what do you think are the skill sets that one can learn in a place like this? If you bring them, say, for a night and 2 days, what do you think that we can impart here? What do you think?
Model is that same old what we try out with people, experiential learning.
Yeah,
You do things and all those takeaways will evolve.
yeah,
So same as a pattern because everything we got a nice hike route which is not there's no forest interference and it's easy to handle. So one trek route is there. People do it for different purposes. They do it for navigational exercises. They do it for these blind trek category activity that
That's
you've
right.
been
We have done. Yeah.
you have done earlier. Similarly, the water sports segment is also a complete. The kayaking, moving in the kayak, planning, the value of interdependability, all that will come in.
Yeah.
So
Including
it's,
the
it's,
fact
it's
that
a
of
good
fear,
bonding session.
of being able to overcome fear, I think that is something that
The thing about combat fear, no?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
The ability to handle fear.
Yeah.
That element, definitely, that will go up in such an environment.
Wow.
This place, I think, but do you have people coming in for day programs? Do you have people coming
We
in
have,
for
for convenience, we have scheduled it like that. There are day sessions where families, it can be teams coming in, any category. They come in here, we give them a safety brief about the campsite, and made to do activities in a sequence: water sports, hike, to pump in a little adrenaline, we've got a jet ski. Two jet skis are also there.
Okay.
So that can go on in this water body. We have got the essential government clearances to install and operate and make it a self-sustaining venture.
So would you say this is like a family place for
It's extremely
families to come?
good for individuals, small groups, families to come and bond. The accommodation is camp style,
Okay.
but it's like more like a that homestay model.
Stay.
And food is locally cooked. Everything from the village around.
So actually, one of the things that you said kind of connects me with the pandemic stuff. Sir. So the survival part is one part of it, and being happy through that particular phase, that's the even more essential part. I mean, of course, you're going through strife, but look at the positive side. Look at things changing and stuff like that, right? So I wanted to ask you if there is any message that you would like to carry to the younger generation or to the people outside, especially city dwellers. If you have something to say which we could capture and share with everyone.
Stay happy.
I think his message is out there.
Which one?
Adventure
Puts life in focus.
Sir, that is one question I want to close with. Okay, sir. This I learned from you. Okay, when you got me into adventure and the skydiving and all of that stuff, parasailing, you told me this. Okay, and I have been using it in the sessions that we do. But where did you get this particular thing?
This is when we used to do free fall. This particular line used to coin up with free fall. So broadly based it on different adventure categories. Now different activities have also come out.
Yeah.
The spectrum is widened.
So did it put focus in your life when adventure came?
Yes, definitely. It had something to hope for. Something to work on. And it's very important with the present generation, take on one sport and slowly pursue it. It could be scuba diving is a beautiful activity, very well structured, even in our country. You got excellent outlets now. Paragliding, people can take on now. There are different sites for initial training and enough equipment available to pursue. Flying activities,
No, I think it probably means that you get over your fear. When you say adventure puts life in focus, it probably means that you
the ability to handle
the ability to not focus on fear, but to focus on the fun that you're having.
No, also the fact that when you have gone through that particular experience, you appreciate what you have.
Because the sense of satisfaction is immediate. Then the thrill of adventure, but overall a great sense of achievement. That is what it gives.
And that I think you've done enough, sir. Limca Book of Records, maximum number of free fall jumps.
Free fall at that point of time, but these things get
and Tenzing Norgay Award. I don't know what else. So the achievement.
Tenzing Norgay is a good concept introduced by the government to encourage people who excel in different adventure sports. So they have divided into categories. Earlier it used to be combined with Arjuna, but now they've renamed it. And for people who excel in water sports, air adventure, and land. It's a great source of.
So I think that's a good thing to kind of aspire for. I mean that's the reason we are meeting with people who are excellent in different things. So like you can be a role model for people who are watching this particular thing, and aim to be so much more than what they are right now. So thank you very much for being here for the episode 13 of Excellent Speaks. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Had a great time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was lovely having you on this episode.